All right, I'm gonna tell the story. This is entirely different from what I usually upload, and I really have no idea what to post in general. So this is just something to kind of refresh the feed or such. But I'm telling the story without a script. I don't know how to, I don't know. I like most storytellers, they write a script. Not me. I'm just telling it straight out of my ass. So over the summer, 2026, the hottest summer in fucking history, I started working at a auto parts warehouse, right? And it's just stocking car parts, on shelves and stuff. It's very, very kind of like hard labor-ish, but also it's 10 times worse because the warehouse has no central air conditioning or any kind of like air in it whatsoever. So really, you could die in there if you stand in the back for too long, all the cool stuff. I got a few coworkers, but the only two are going to be important to the story right now. One of the coworkers, first one, I'm not going to name their real names. There's Larry, and then there's Curly. Now, Larry is a very, very outspoken guy. He's very chill, very friendly. I had a good time talking to him. I like to consider us friends, but not anymore as of recently, which I'll get into sometime soon. Um, the thing about Larry is he's a good worker, but he's also a piece of fucking furniture in the store sometimes. Like, he just doesn't work. He goes to the back, sits on his phone, like dances to TikTok edits. I don't know what the fuck he does really. I just know that I'm doing all the work myself, me and Curly. Curly's very chill, not much to note about him. He's a very nonchalant kind of guy. He's really just that coworker that doesn't really talk to you to be friends and just talks to you as a coworker, and that's completely fine. I respect that. He's a cool guy. So basically, one day I'm sitting on the top of the shelf. I'm wedged in between the shelves, right, to put this box up on the way top shelf, right. And while I'm sitting there, Larry comes up to me. He comes up to me from the aisle, I guess, and he goes, "Hey, Angel." I said, "Yeah, what's up, man?" He goes, what do you think about women cheating on their spouses?" I said, "Well, that's a terrible thing, but it does happen." And he goes, "Well, yeah, I mean, like, where you come from, like, I guess he's talking about me coming from Mexico and all that." He goes, "Where you come from, like, what happens? Like, do men kill their wives in Mexico? That they do that kind of thing?" I like hell of a conversation starter for one, but second of all, I was like, I guess you could say that it happens. It's always gonna happen. I don't think it's like location locked. I guess if that makes sense. But then he's like, "Yeah, man, I don't know. It's pretty fucked up. My girl just recently asking me if we should get married." And I was like, "Oh, that's great, man. Congratulations. That's a big commitment." And he goes, "Yeah, but I don't know, man. I tried telling her, like, I'm the type of husband, if I ever find her like cheating on me, I kill her." I'm like, "Whoa, whoa, oh, okay." All right. I'm sitting here with this big ass box trying to put on the shelf, right? And like, I'm just like, I don't know. My focus is now on Larry right now because he just said some outlandish shit, and he's like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, I told her, like, I'm so jealous. I would literally kill her, but I wouldn't kill her right away. I would like slowly torture her and then slowly kill her." I'm sitting there like, "What the fuck are you on about?" And I don't know what else to say. I'm just like, huh, okay, all right, yeah. He goes on and he's like, "Man, like, if I ever found her cheating on me, man, I'd like, man, I take like a hot glue gun and sew her pussy shut." I'm like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! What the fuck is wrong with you, Hannibal Lecter? What kind of shit is that?" that's like that's like the Devil's Rejects level of fucking detail I did not need to hear. And he's like, he just keeps going. He doesn't stop. He keeps going. It's like an uncomfortable 2 minutes of him describing what he'd do, and like one of my main takeaways is like, "Oh man, like I tie her down to the bed and I cut off her areolas and like fucking like suck on." I'm like, "Bro, what the fuck are you on about?" I'm sitting there, still on the top shelf, by the way, still wedged in between. I'm sitting there scared for my life. I'm like, "Is this dude a fucking psychopath? Did I make friends with the goddamn Texas Chainsaw Massacre?" And the it goes on. It keeps going. I'm sitting there like, I'm not even agreeing anymore. I'm like sitting there like awkwardly laughing, and I'm like, "All right, Lawrence, I think you're telling me a little bit too much, dog. I don't know what to really tell you about that." And then fucking Curly comes to save the day, I guess. Curly goes to the same shelf that we're in, and he puts something up. I'm like, Curly, do you hear this motherfucker right now?" He's like, "Whoa, what's going on?" And I tell Larry. I said, "Larry, tell Curly what you just said." And Larry's like, "Oh yeah, I'm talking about how if my wife cheated on me, I kill her." And as he was saying that, as he was talking to I started telling him to talk to Curly. I climbed down the shelf and to get going, right? Because I don't want any more fucking business in the back of this warehouse. And I like the last thing I hear as I'm walking away is just fucking Curly going, I don't know, man, that's pretty illegal. like, like, what the fuck are y'all on? What? Am I the only sane person in this motherfucking warehouse? Uh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know like what to make of that. Like that conversation starter in general should have ticked me off. That okay, maybe this guy is just like office rocker a tad bit, but no, no, he just kept going. He just going into the same detail. Like it was like reading a horror novel, and the horror novel described a vicious killing scene. That's how he was talking. He was talking like he was reading a scene out of the Dexter novel, and I don't know. What a weird guy, really. And happy to say I'm not friends with him, and he's getting fired. So I suppose I'm safe for another day. But okay, I hope you all enjoyed this. I'm not sure if I ever do something like this ever again, but if you did like it, let me know, and I may record another story and animate it. I have a lot of cool stories. Some sad, some funny, some stupid. There's also there is a part two to this if you'd like to hear it. It doesn't coincide with the titty cutting off shit. It's more like Larry in general. Like he's a very kooky guy. Uh, okay,